Hey, Trez, I guess first things first, how you feeling after the game?
I'm feeling great, just getting treatment, trying to, heal up and get ready for this big game.
Hey, Trezmen, Tennessee's offense with the wide split, you've seen it before. I mean, how does that make it more difficult to defend against the run when they have those receivers spread out so wide?
Um, they spread out the receivers wide to go fast for they don't have to come all the way in. So, you know, we'll practice it. We'll just keep going over it and just stack our days and, oh, no, I'm tripping.
And just Tennessee's one of the better, or really one of the best rushing offenses in the country. Just what have you seen on film from what they're able to do in the running game?
Um, they got a great offense. With the fast-paced offense, they'll try to run, get us on our heels, and then they'll try to throw some shots in there. We just got to stay on top of it. We got a great D-line, and hopefully we can contain them, and I know we will contain them. So.
Yeah, obviously you played at Georgia last year. You beat that Tennessee team last year that beat Alabama. Have you said anything to your teammates this year about you were able to win that game last year, but they weren't?
Not really. We know what we got to do. We treat every opponent the same. Come in with that mental intensity, that mental focus, and we'll be all right. Just stack our days at practice, like I said, and just come out ready to play, and prepare the right way.
Just having prepared for a team earlier in the season in South Florida that does some of the similar concepts to Tennessee, does that help this week at all?
Almost definitely. And usually in fall camp we go over some teams, just like that week or that day we'll go over some teams. And USF, they got the same offense coordinator as Tennessee, so yeah, it was good to get a good look at that. And they got the wide receivers too, so yeah, that was a good game to have.
I know Steele sometimes use you, Law, Campbell when it comes to sending pressure, especially later in the games. Can you sense when the offense is maybe on their heels a little bit because they're maybe not sure who's coming?
I just keep my feet in the ground. Usually backers moving around, and the offensive line, if you're a good offensive lineman, you kind of know, and it's just about defeating that person and executing. That's about the game of football. If we execute, everything's gonna be just right.
How much of an extra emphasis is there on making tackles and being sound in your tackling? We talked about with how spread out Tennessee is. You're not going to have as much help. You're a lot of one-on-one tackling.
Just work on it at practice. We work on open field tackling every time in Indy drills, and get better at that and just pursue it as a unit. If we all around the ball and make them cut, you have somebody else there to clean them up and play as a team and rush as a unit. Everything.
What impresses you about Deontay Lawson and kind of the player he's become? Like, what kind of presence does he have in the middle of the defense?
Deontay, it's crazy because he's a leader. He's like a real deal leader, and he's younger than me, and it's just crazy to see. Like, I be telling them boys all the time, like they remind me of players at Georgia. I try not to compare them, but I be like, bro, you remind me of Kobe. Like, I really I can look up to you, even though you older than me. I can look up to you because you lead the right way. So yeah.
Since I think this is the first time we've talked to you in this setting, just what has the transition been like for you to Alabama over the last couple months, and maybe what are some of the things that were like you expected, or maybe some things that surprised you about playing here?
I love it. I love Coach Saban. I love him. Like, it's crazy how much I love him. Just being here, I found out like this is really a tradition school. Like everything here is traditional, and I like that. I love that about this school.
Speaking of traditions, what have you heard about the Alabama-Tennessee rivalry and the cigars, and what is that going to mean to you?
I just found out about the cigars like yesterday, so I didn't even know that was a thing for real. I'm just ready to play. I'm not really worried about the outside noise. Worried about this team getting better and getting ready to play that game. The cigars and all that's going to be great, but we got to win this game. That's what we focused on right now.
You mentioned Kobe. Just what were some of those guys saying when you went from Georgia to Alabama? Are they dogging you at all? Or are they supporting you? Or just what was it like?
Nah, it's family. Once I play with them guys, they already know it's family. I still communicate with them guys to this day, and I'm gonna communicate with the guys that's here when I leave here. So, it's a family thing. We all connected. It's all love.
Thanks, Trezmen.
All right, appreciate y'all.